Misloads when you're training are going to happen. So the question is, how do you deal with them? Let's deal with that today. We're going to briefly run through, with Becky's help, how to handle a misload on the squat, on the press, on the bench, and then on the deadlift, which is slightly different. So here we've got a 25 kilo plate on one side, and we've got a 20 kilo plate on the other side. Now, these are color coded, so a misload in this case is a little bit less likely to happen, but misloads do happen regardless of whether you're using calibrated kilo plates or your basic black Olympic plates. Even a misload of 5 pounds or 2.5 pounds on one side, you're going to notice. So Becky's going to show the most common experience when you unrack a misload. You're going to see it's going to go real uneven. So go ahead and demonstrate, Becky. So we're going to pretend that she doesn't know that it's misloaded. She feels it right away. You notice how the bar goes crooked, and of course, not surprisingly, she sets it right back down. So what do? First thing to do is correct the math. So now we've corrected the math here. We've got a 25 kilo plate on each side. Becky's going to go underneath the bar, but what she's simply going to do is unrack it. She's going to stand the bar up. She's not even going to walk it out, and she's going to set it right back down. She stands it up and she sets it right back down. The reason we do this is because your body will start adapting to the misload. Your sense of the weight will start to adapt. And so this side that was heavier, your body started to adapt to that. So when you load it up correctly, now that that side is correct, that side will now feel, for a little while, a little bit heavier. So we simply unrack it to kind of reset our proprioception. Then she sets it back down. Then you can even stay in the rack at this point. Just set it back down for a couple seconds, 1, 2, 3 seconds, whatever. Then she would stand it back up. She would back out, not running over Parker, who's walking right by, and she would start her squat set. You can go ahead and rack it. And this is how you handle a misload in a squat, a press, or a bench. So fix the math, unrack it for a second, and then rack it again, and then unrack it again and actually begin your set. In the deadlift, it's a little bit of a different situation. When you unrack the bar, so to speak, in the deadlift, you're just picking it up off the floor, which is actually part of the rep, unlike the squat or the press or the bench. So there's not a real good chance to kind of reset your proprioception. So you're just going to have to let yourself know that the one side is going to feel a little bit heavier after you've corrected the math, and just go ahead and complete the set. Just start pulling on the reps right away. The first rep is going to feel a little bit off, but the rest of the reps will feel normal. Now, if it's not a terribly heavy weight, or if you want to, you can just kind of pull on the weight for a second and not actually break it off the floor. Just pull on the weight for a second, kind of reset your proprioception that way, stand back up for a couple seconds, and then go at it again. But what I'd probably recommend for the deadlift is just deal with it, start pulling on it, start doing the reps right away, and just know that after the first rep, everything will feel normal. As always, Becky and Anastasia and I hope this helps you get stronger and live better. And Addie's still sleeping.